Hi everybody, welcome back for some math. Today we are looking at solid figures. We've already looked at planar figures, think two-dimensional when people talk about that. When we talk about solid figures, we're talking about three-dimensional shapes. Shapes that have volume. They don't just have perimeter and area, but they have volume. So we would start describing them that way. So instead of squares, we're talking about cubes. Instead of triangles, we're talking about cones. Instead of rectangles, we're talking about rectangular prisms. Instead of circles, we have spheres. We have cylinders. So some different shapes that we see and use every day. We see them around our house. We use them to hold things, containers, see them. But we're going to look at them and their specific properties as it has to do with math and geometry. So at the top, they want us to circle each solid figure. They just want circle the three-dimensional shape or the solid figure. So you're just going to circle that cube, circle the cone, and circle the rectangular prism. Okay, some new words maybe for you, especially when we start talking about rectangular prism. Talk about that. Pyramids, right? Things like that. So here they want us to label it. Well, they give us the words here to use. So this one is a cube, and I know all of you know what a cube is, and a cone. This last one is maybe a new term for you guys, and it's a really long word, so you might have to break it up. So you have rectangular, and then the word prism, P-R-I-S-M, rectangular prism. All right, so there's more than one type of prism, and that's why it's specified rectangular. Here in the middle box, they're just describing some of the terms. We've already used the word vertex. So when you're touching a cube example, for example, those pointy corners, those are the vertices, okay? The edges, right? They're the lines on the side. So if you're drawing it, the lines you use, those are the edges. The face is the flat side. It's the flat side, or in the sense of a cone, it's the curved surface that goes all the way around. If you become unsure, because I realize this word face is a new concept, and calling edges versus sides. Okay, so that'll be some different terminology, but we can do this. You guys have got it. Let's go down and let's fill in the chart here. And they want us to put an X in the box if the solid figure has faces, edges, vertices, or a curved surface. Okay. Well, the first one is a sphere. A sphere doesn't have any straight lines to it. It doesn't have any edges. It doesn't have any corners or points. So it doesn't have edges. It does have one curved surface. It doesn't have a flat side, so we don't say that it has a face. So we would just put an X on curved surface. A sphere consists entirely of one curved surface. What about a cylinder? Well, a cylinder has a curved surface, right? The round part on the side, so I can mark that. But it also has two flat ends. So I would say yes, that it has faces. It has two flat faces on each end, okay? These parts right here, this is a face. This part that's rounded is your curved surface. So let's look at a pyramid. Now, a pyramid reminds us of a cone, but it's different. A pyramid doesn't have any curved surfaces. A pyramid has four faces, and it has 8 edges, and it has 5 vertices or points, these points here. And I have to count the ones, even the ones we can't see. Unfortunately, we're not in the classroom together, and we actually have these shapes that you can touch and count. So hopefully if it's helpful, ask mom and dad to help you. You could probably find some things around the house. Maybe you have a set of blocks and that you can pull out, and you have some of these shapes in there. Okay, and hopefully, and that it really does help, especially when you're counting them. But here we don't need to know the exact numbers. We just need to say yes. A cylinder consists of faces, flat faces, and one curved surface, right? Pyramids have faces, edges, and vertices, and nothing curved. All right. Well, let's go down to the bottom. Now we're going to match a description to one of these three shapes. We have a cone, a cylinder, and a cube. And they want us to name the solid figure. It says, I have 6 congruent faces. Well, we know that congruent means exactly the same shape and the same size. So which of these would have 6 flat faces on it that are exactly the same size and the same shape? Well, hopefully you thought of a cube, right? It has one on the top, one on the bottom, and 4 flat faces all the way around. So it has a total of 6 flat faces. And since it's a cube, right, it's all of the sides are exactly the same size. Okay, good job. Number 6, it says, I have 2 circular faces. So it has 2 flat circle faces and 1 curved surface. So is that a cone or a cylinder? A cone has a circular, has a one circular face and 1 curved surface, but our description here says 2, so it has to be the cylinder. One circular surface and 1 circular face, right? The bottom of the cone is a circle and it's flat, so that's a face. And then it has the curved surface of the cone. So the last one is describing a cone. So this is going to take just a little bit of time, to kind of let that sink in a little bit. But we'll keep working on it. These are going to come, prayerfully we're going to be able to get together and be able to work on describing these shapes, just like we did for area and perimeter. We will find the volume of rectangular prisms and cubes. All right. I'll see you next time. Go ahead, turn your paper over, do the back side, and then you can watch the video and check your answers. All right. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.